Jim and I, as you must know, did go down and were toured around the place, and they have sent us a contract that they want filled in and everything a month from now, which we should be able to do. The main thing right now is we're looking at our costs, our room rates, and everything like that, based upon how much we're going to guarantee. And before guaranteeing and everything like this, I did get the concession from them that they would count any monies that we bring into the place, such as like if we have a couple of hospitality rooms that run up, that charge a lot, that gets credited to our account. So what I'm trying to do right now is, and I've sent something to Steve saying, I would like to get ETAP to commit at this time to doing maybe even a workshop at the thing, in addition to having a hospitality room, to where, and I've asked Steve whether or not he could, since they are ETAP subscribers, one of ETAP's larger customers, that they, GM, would bring in engineers from all of their plants to do a refresher course on their ETAP. So, and I have not heard back from Steve, but I'm looking to start talking to, at this point in time, to what vendors might take a room, that brings money to us, also helps entertain the different people at the conference. If we, we can get more people if they know there's going to be more entertainment, or not so much entertainment, but hospitality suites that they can hang out in. And along that line, I've come up with a thought for you today, Mike. You've been making quite a pitch to get this hospital group represented at in ICPS, right?
That's right.
Okay. What, and I know we've talked of, hey, you got to start with a couple of small steps and getting it in there. So maybe get membership in, as a subcommittee under some of the existing committees and the rest of it. But would that association have the ability to do a real good sales job by having a hospitality room in where they could wine and dine all of the movers and shakers at in INCPS, and some that would be there from IAS, and do it via, sit down in a hospitality room.
I like that idea, and I will do my best to make that happen.
Okay, by a month from now is when we, maybe if we can get, say, 5 different vendors to commit to a hospitality room, then we give them, we set our plan on the fact that we'll at least have 3, maybe 4. I know there's always going to be slippage, regardless of how much people have committed.
That's right. So that's why I've been trying to get the web pages set up so that there's a landing point where we can I'm going to write this down. So this is part of the notes here, and we're recording this for others to hear too. So what I'll do is I'll try to get Mike. So on my do list, if this is Mike, we'll try to get the vendors. I'll just say I'll call it E and HE vendors for hospitality suite.
Now, have you had any association with setting up a hospitality suite before? Because I'm sure one of your, if your people have done that before, they will know what that's likely to cost. But if they have, and your people had nor you had any experience with that, I can go and ask, some of these people that I've known in the past, what's hospitality suite really, produce in revenue for the hotel? What's it cost you?
Okay, all right, so I'll say, I'm just going to put, this is the temporary website for the NAH committee, hospitality suite for, I'll just say queries. I'll find out how it's done. So no, I have not done it before. I have not done it before, but when I feel fairly confident that if we do this correctly here, that we will get vendors. Understand, however, that I have an inherent conflict of interest in working with what I call incumbent interests, manufacturers, insurance, labor, and enforcement, because in the standards world, I'm very often at odds with them. I have to vote contrary to them because the way our system is set up, as ANSI sets up its standards development processes, opposing interests are, it doesn't mean that we can't collaborate on some kind of a mutual agreement. Very often we are finding that...
Yeah, but everybody doesn't agree on every point.
That's right. So we'll find a way there. So I'm confident we'll make some progress there. So which is so I think I will get on that. And one of the reasons we're going to be going to Vancouver. Jim and I will be there, and in Vancouver, then we're going to be presenting papers in Calgary. So Jim and Mike will be presenting papers. Jim and Mike will present at least one paper on the E&H committee for Calgary, and that's sort of which is the first launch, and then the full conference, full conference will be in Detroit. Will be the major launch will be in Detroit. The major launch will
to do for the 17 conference. They have your own committee set up by the 17th.
Well, no, we thought 2016. That's why I'm trying to get the website set up.
Oh, okay.
So no, we're being told to get this done. What did we talk to Mr. Sutherland, who said, get your paper ready for Calgary, and so I have to get that written by, and it's due November.
Yeah.
Paper due November. I don't see a problem doing that if I don't sleep or eat. Let's see. Due November.
Okay, new change the subject.
Okay.
That group you're involved in, do they extend to Europe or not?
The group that I'm involved in, you mean?
The hospital and the ones that are pushing this agenda of, hey, let's find ways of cutting our costs and everything like this.
Yeah, I contemplated that in the world that we're speeding toward, we have to have a global. We have to have global dialogue, and we have a benefit because Giuseppe is such a strong anchor.
I'm hearing you say you go to Europe for different meetings.
Well, no, I have a place in Europe. That's why I'm there.
You have a chateau you go to spend some of your summers.
Oh yeah, I'm never too shy. I think I'll show you at least where our neighborhood is. We don't like to show our house, but this is our place. Let's put it this way: around our place, and then this is this is me in Geneva. I'm there at least once, if not twice a year. So just for the record's sake, I'm there quite a bit. Here's me in Amsterdam. So.
Oh, okay. You have a little hang out in each of these places.
Right. My wife is from there. Right. My wife is.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to show you pictures of my wife because this is being recorded right now.
Yeah.
But she's a professor here, and she's a visiting professor in the Netherlands also. So it's relatively easy for me.
Yeah. Okay. So because realize, can you take us off recordings for a bit?
Yeah, let me take it off right now. I think that's enough. If you don't mind, let me finish on the recording part.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm letting everybody know that I do have. I've been working. Where's my? We do have a Mr. Was it Lytle? Scott Lytle gave me a way to get an IEEE. I don't know. I thought I put it on here. I guess it's not there. But we do have a website. It'll look different. I'm going to show you. I'll show you the website that I use. It'll look more like my. This is a more modern way of doing websites now, and it's basically one page, and you almost cruise over everything. This is for a different. This is for a different project, but this is how it's set up. And most of IEEE conferences generally tend to be what I'll call the old 90s style. So it's important. It's important to have the newer look, because I think this will help get our vendors and other participants understanding that we are trying to stay as close to edge of the art as possible. So just be aware that it's going to have a really rather different look when I launch this. So. Okay, so let me turn this thing off. And by the way, we'll start again tomorrow on this site for a Saturday for those who weren't able to attend today. So with that, I'll stop the recording.